I don't know what the hell happened, but it just ain't. Nope. So anyway, I figured today we would just go ahead. Let me hop on my channel just make sure everything's still okay. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Yes, it does say that I'm live. Okay, so, alright. So, what we have in store for today, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Just let me know in the comments if I'm a little loud, if I'm a little quiet. Like, let me know what's going on so I can go ahead and try and fix it. I did just get a new headset, so I don't know how well it works. Just let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I figured I would let you guys know how to do a baby blanket crochet. First of all, you need at least 3 skeins of yarn, and a skein is a bundle. You need at least 3 of these in order to do a full baby blanket. Okay. Now I do have 3. 1, 2, and then the one I'm working on. I would show you the rest of it, but I was trying to pull out the center, and yeah, pretty much let's just say the guts just spewed out everywhere. Just trying to find the end. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, I am streaming on my phone. Alright, so what I like to do first is let you guys know on how you guys can start the project, because that's what I was always taught how to do when I learned how to crochet. And I know I've done videos before on crocheting, but I want to take a little bit of time to explain it a little bit more. But this is how I was taught, is you take the yarn, grab a little bit extra down the line, and then you only use 2 fingers. Then you wrap it around, and then, yeah, my lights will do that a lot. Bear with me. And then just clip right there. Then you take the yarn leading to the bundle, the guts. I'm gonna keep saying that for a while. And then you go over and then under. So then it looks like that. Then you grab both sides and then make sure it's a knot, and then just cinch it as tight as you can. But you want it to be able to move. So if it can move, you did your job. You did it correctly. Now, you can use any size hook you want, but me, for baby blankets and stuff like that, what I like to use is called a J hook, and you can tell what size it is by what it says on the hook. Okay, it'll say right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it'll literally say J and then give the dimensions of the. Oh, sorry, it's this way. So you can see where it says J and then it says couple whenever. 10 to and then dash 5.75 millimeters. So that's how you know what size it is. So if you go to a store, it'll literally sit there and tell you. So you will, oh, it's a J hook or whatever. They'll be like, okay, here's J hook. Just simple terms. And then you put your hook in the hoop and then cinch it down as tight as you can while still keeping it loose. And I always leave a big tail because uh, you are going to need it to tuck later down the road when you're actually getting done with the project. Okay, so this is how you start the baby blanket. Now you hold it. This is how I hold it. People hold it differently. But you want to keep it tight but loose. Okay? And it took me a while to find that medium. Okay, that actually came a little bit sooner than expected. If you know exactly who I'm talking about. Because they said it's literally right outside. Okay, sorry if my finger was. So you wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through, and that's called a chain. And you want to chain 6 times. And how you can tell where you're at is by counting the teardrops. So the more teardrops you have, the more you did. So you just want to count to make sure that you have 6. Well, yeah, they're like I said, I just got the notification saying that they're there or they're approaching. Anyway, so then you wrap the yarn around the hook, and then from the 4th chain from the hook, so 1, 2, 3. Wait, hang on, let me count. 1, 2, 3. Why did that? That was weird. It went small on me. So then you wrap around, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you stick the needle in, wrap the yarn around, pull it out. So now you'll have 3 strands on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of them, then yarn over, pull through the last 2. Okay? You want to do that again in the next hole. I'm trying to go slow so you guys can keep slow. If you're doing it with me later, like when I'm not doing it live, like if you're just watching this as a tutorial, you can pause, and that's why I'm trying to go slow so that you guys understand everything that is going on. And then when you get done, that's what it looks like. Okay? And that's your first block or brick. Then you do it again. So you chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't be afraid to count out loud, because sometimes that does need to happen, especially if you're having to do a lot of chain projects. Okay. And then just go through to make your double crochets. And yes, that's what these are technically called, are double crochets. Okay, so shout out to Crystal for becoming a new sub. And it's saying I have 2 people watching. So who's the second? Okay. Now when you get your second, this is where it gets interesting, okay? This is where it gets interesting, guys. You take the first block that you did and you flip it over. So it looks like this. Then you take the yarn, you take the needle and stick it through the three holes, the chains, stick it through there, kind of like what I did here. Yarn over, bring it through, and then bring it right through, so you slip stitch. That's what that's called, is a slip stitch. So now it's sitting side by side. So this one is facing this way while the other is facing this way. Much like when you lay, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen bricks. I mean, you've seen bricks, you know. So you'll have the 2 pieces here and then one right in the center. That's pretty much what this is, but one is going this way, one is going this way. That's all it is. And then when you get here, you only chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay? Because what it is the 3 chains up here is acting as this other 3 of the 6 that you're supposed to normally chain. So you have the 3, and then you just do 3 double crochets in that arch, hole, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I know I sped up, but when you get done, that's what it looks like. Okay, so now you got 2. One beside it, one on top of it. Now, you do it again, but now you're coming back this way. You're literally doing this. Okay? And that's all there is to it. So I'm just gonna do one more slow one for you guys. Then I'll start speeding up just a little bit because I know that others. Okay. Did you just dab? Did you just dab, Crystal? Really? Okay. I'm sorry, I had to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yarn over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. And yarn over. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over. Then 1, 2, 3. Turn. So now you want to let it sit beside. Okay. Sorry if my fat fingers are in the way. And then you go through the 3 arch. That's what I like to call it. Then slip stitch to bind it there. Then 1, 2, 3. and then one double, two doubles, three doubles, and then slip stitch to cinch it over. Alright, and then you do it again, 2, 3, and you want to keep going like this. I'm sorry, if I need to slow down, just let me know in the chat and I'll slow down. Because you're welcome, honey. 1, 2, 3. So now there should be 6 squares. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we're coming back. So now we're coming back down. So now it'll be 4. Okay, and if you're doing if you're doing everything like it should, then when you take your ruler, okay, each one of these squares should be around an inch. Okay, and each of these, so like when you lay it flat, because we already have 3, it should be right around 3 inches. So when you look at it, you have it sitting right there on the edge, and you stretch it out just a little, it should reach all the way to 3 inches. And this is not reaching the full 3 inches, it's only reaching 2.5, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. Okay? It's only half an inch. And I like to leave that little bit of extra stuff because when we get down to fully doing it, then like when it gets all said and done, I like to leave a little bit of a time so that when I do the border, I can make it frilly or whatever. I can make it a little bit bigger to make it that 30 inches because that's what a baby blanket should be when you measure it. And I'll even show you guys here. I downloaded it on my other phone. Download. So when you guys are asked if you're doing uh, any type of blanket, then you can base your projects off of that. I got this off the web, but I also learned, where I learned, but it's 30 inches by 30 inches is the average baby blanket. So that's what I like to do is, make sure that is what I do. Okay, so all right, so now we just go back to the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. Turn over. 1, 2, okay. And because the gut spilled out, I literally have to sit here and untie it because it likes knotting up. And it's guaranteed to happen. But, okay. And then, like I said, you flip it over, go through the arch, cinch it down with a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. Oop. And that's the good thing about yarn is if you feel that you messed up, you don't have to throw the entire project away, okay? You just so if you mess up, okay? If you mess up, like you put an extra stitch somewhere and you're OCD much like I am, the good thing about yarn is you can literally just take it apart and then redo it, and only you would know that fuck up was there. And I apologize for swearing, but you would be the only person who knows that mistake was there and that you fixed it. Okay? Now, I don't know how many rows I'm going to do because this is only going to be a short live. I'm going to do this in installments, a little bit at a time. And then it's just to show you guys what all you have to do to make a baby blanket. And I don't know if I want to show all the rows and everything, like make it as drawn out as it seems, because not everybody's going to want to watch the entire thing. They're just going to want to watch, like, okay, this is where he turns, this is how you close out and stuff like that, which that will be one of the videos down the line. Okay, so now if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then goes to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The bricks never change. Okay, the pattern for the brick never changes. Just how many you're doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, turn, arch, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, flip, double crochet, flip, double crochet, flip, and then double crochet. And then just keep doing that. Okay, that's all you do. That's literally all you do. And the reason why I'm doing this live and showing you guys a little bit, especially with this yarn, is I was actually asked to do this blanket. So that's one reason why I'm doing it. I've actually got a couple of projects that I'm doing right now. And this weekend, possibly, I might go Actually, here in a couple days, I'll probably go live again, but it'll be a 90-minute live stream, start to finish. That one I will do in one sitting, but that's actually probably going to be a little bit more than 90 minutes, probably about 2.5 hours. So just bear with me on that. But I'm going to show you guys how to do a 3D crocheted rose. I know I tried doing the video in the past a couple months ago, but it didn't really work out very well. I didn't have that strong of a Wi-Fi connection, mainly because of where I was living at the moment. Sorry, I'm just scratching my foot. It was itching. And so, yes, due to health, I do have hand sanitizer. Okay, that was weird. Yes, this is my binder for work. Yes, I do work. Mostly everybody does. So yes, just because I had touched my feet, health reasons, especially with everything that's going on, just to show you guys, I am using hand sanitizer on my hands to clean them off. Mainly because I don't feel like going inside. I really don't like the smell of it, but whatever works. Okay, so just keep going. So it might be a 2 hour or more live stream, but I want to show you guys all that you have to do for the 3D rose. Now the rose is of my own design, so if you want to copy it, if you want to do it, go ahead. I don't mind, but please do not say that it is an original piece because I know my own roses. I mean, everybody knows the Mona Lisa and stuff like that, but that's just because, and honestly, the Mona Lisa was painted, and this is for you history buffs that are out there. You should know this, especially the art majors, stuff like that. But for those of you who don't know, the Mona Lisa was painted by a sculptor. So someone who is used to working with stone. So the fact that it was made by that should show, should let people know that even though you're used to something, you can make something real good. But everybody knows it because of how well he did it. And you just want to keep going. I'm sorry. Sorry about adding that little history trivia pop quiz type thing on you guys. I know some people don't like learning new things, like yada yada yada. Don't be afraid to talk, chat. Don't be afraid to talk. I'm only talking because I don't want to make it seem like everything is boring. So I know when I watch YouTube myself, I like to be interested in stuff like that. It's an easy fix. Like I said, just let me know in the comments if I'm going a little bit too fast for you guys, or you can slow down the speed itself. But see, so we just finished row 6. So now if we set it down and measure it, okay, now normally it would already be 6 inches, but I'm suspecting because of how tight I've been making the stitches, I'm suspecting that we're just over 5, okay? And if we look real quick, it's sitting right at the edge, so that's on 0. And just look, yes, it is just barely over 5 inches. So, that meaning, so if we keep the same tension, then at 30 blocks, we would be at roughly around 25 to 28 inches long. Okay? So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And if that's the case, then we might have to do a couple of extra rows, which that's fine. That's why we have a lot of yarn. Okay? And you will go through all 3 skeins by the end of it. Three, 4, 5, 6, yarn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn, 1, 2, 3, flip, slip, and okay. Let's see if we can bring somebody else in. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So just making sure that everything is okay. So just keep going. 2, 3. So used to doing everything like here. Keep forgetting that you guys are watching. Yeah, normally, guys, I do live streams. If you've seen, uh, if you looked at my channel, you can see that I've streamed video games before, which I really love doing. But lately, I just been so busy that I haven't had time to do it, to get back into gaming again. Uh, but I will try my best to um, to do that, to try to get back into uh, gaming and streaming the games and stuff like that. Because I do have a lot of games on my phone, which I know people really do like. Okay, so when you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so um, and that's literally all you do. You just keep going. So, uh, and I don't want to bore you guys all the time, to show you the full, long, drawn out process. So I'm probably just gonna hop off here for now, and then come back later, just and the next one to show you guys what it's like to start closing out and then start bringing down and then stitch it all together for the final video. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Okay, guys. So hit a like if you want to see more. Just let me know in the comments down below what you guys would like to see me do. And soon I will be doing the 3D rows, so keep an eye on that. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And see you guys in the next video. Darkness awaits us all.